Hey everybody, we're gonna do ourselves Chernobyl Raccoon Egg testing today. I'm gonna wire one of these on the back of my cage on the inside, and I'm gonna put some fish oil in that. And these are neon kind of glowing kind of eggs, and it's a sight visual for us. See if it helps improve our catch with our cages. Got a job I'm going to take you out on. I'm going to put a couple of them in a couple DPs, dog proofs. It's for a farmer. He's got a couple barns that's got a bunch of raccoons in it, and they're getting into his machinery. And we need the Chernobyl Raccoon Egg to help us out. Okay, I didn't go over the product description very well. This is a glowing plastic raccoon egg. Down in the bottom of in the description of the video, you'll have contact information if you want to buy these yourself. These are plastic, hard plastic. There's a bottom type shell. I think we could use that to put maybe some fish oil in that for a lure. But these will go on top of your dog proofs. If you use golf balls, it might be a good alternative for because these glow. So check this out. I'll go in here, and it might see how bright that is, guys. And I'm in the dark now, and you can imagine what that would be like in the dark of night. So I'm hoping this will shorten the curve, protect my dog proof from rodents. From weather is another thing, that wet weather, if you get a lot of wet weather. And another thing is the sight appeal. So I put one of these already in the back of my cage, and I have it elevated. I'm going to put some lure in that. That's kind of the plan. And we might just leave that all by itself. I wonder if this all by itself will actually catch. So that's okay, guys. So I'm on my first barn. This is the machinery barn I was telling you about. The landowners have got machine combines in there, and the raccoons are getting on those, they're defecating on those, and the raccoons got to go. So the bad thing about this is these doors, they can kind of come and go anywhere through these. I have trapped this before, and there's a barn up here on this hill, and there was a nice trail that came onto this corner, I think, at one time. Now the bad thing about this time of year is it's hard to tell, but there's a little opening right here by the gutter point. So I'm going to set a trap here. I'm going to show you guys how I set that one. I'm going to show you guys the other two sets on this one. And all right, so here's the other side of the building. Now there's a creek that comes down along through here. Of course, we got the corn. You know, we've got really good habitat for raccoons, and that's why they like these little sheds. Now the bad thing is that I'll catch possums here, I'll catch skunks here, but the raccoons is kind of the target. So I already did bait and lure this. This is generally how I do these. I like to trail the Cheetos or the miniature marshmallows. I always put a little Debbie product in the back, usually underneath the back of the pan. This is a gravity style door cage trap. So they have to hit this pan, and then that little lever on the end will fire the door. There's no spring mechanism on this trap here. And then I always put some sort of a collar on that. So that's kind of how I do those. Very effective, pretty easy, anybody can do it. Now, the Chernobyl Raccoon Egg, which is why you guys have tuned in, I'm going to test this here. So I put it on this corner. Now you can see the egg right here. I'm just going to put fish oil in the little container there. Now I've got a visual going this way, so if they come through here, they should see it. And I also have a visual coming this way. So as they kind of come, the idea of this set, and the reason why I'm testing it like this, is I really want to know, is that sight gonna affect this cage? I'm pulling them a little ways. This is not a natural, this could be a good entry point for them. I looked for some tracks. All of this is an entry point. So I am on location because there's a good trail that comes down through here. You can barely see it, and I put my cage on that one. But they will have to turn this corner eventually. So that's kind of the test on this raccoon egg. We're going to see how the egg holds up. It should be bright and green at night, and then the fish oil should help bring them in. So that's the test. Stay tuned. We'll see what we catch. I'll put the catches in this video as well. All right, well, here's my second barn. The deal was on this one, I was going to use dog proofs. There's just a trail back in here in this corner coming off of the corn. I'm a little bit off target on the trail. I usually like to have my DP right on that trail. But let's see if these raccoon eggs will draw them off about 2 feet. That's kind of what I'm doing on this job. This barn here would be better for cages just because there's so much undergrowth around it. That's probably what I'm going to do in the next couple days, is put some cages in this barn. But I just saw that little trail coming off here. This should catch. So we'll see how well those eggs work for us, and I'll get that set. Okay, so made it to our first barn here, and looky what we caught. So the test was just fish oil in the egg, nothing else in the cage, and we have a raccoon in there, and he got into that egg a little bit more than I wanted him to. The base of it's kind of broke, but. And then the other two traps, this one here still set, beta's in it, and then this one over here is set too. So there you go. So he fell for the raccoon egg, and he didn't go in the other two cages. So usually they're full on the first day, but there you go. I guess the raccoon egg with just fish oil worked out for us. So let's go check the rest of the traps today. Okay guys, so he pretty much destroyed my egg, but I was able to figure out there's a nut that goes on there. I'll see if I can't tighten that back down. So the hanging of the egg in the back of the trap works really well. I just got to figure out a way to either enclose that with some sort of wire mesh, or maybe they have those bird suet boxes. Maybe that might work. Something to where they can't get to that egg and beat it off the back. But I really like that application. It worked really well for us on this one. You can see the other two traps are baited, and this one was the one that produced. So far I'm pretty well pleased. I just need to figure out a way to tighten that back down, and then that way I still have my egg. I think it's still gonna glow just fine. I went ahead and found some hardware cloth to go around that. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. But that's pretty impressive, you know. If that's, you know, if the two others are baited and then that one caught, but I was able to kind of cage it in a little better with some hardware cloth. So, all right, so I'm at my second barn. That's my combine they keep pooping on, and apparently that's a pretty destructive thing. The other two were good. And looks like we got something over here. Got a nice raccoon in the DP. Now the question is on these eggs, a lot of times I wonder so much about how am I going to find that egg now. So I'm going to get that dispatched. Really good location, just off this corner piece. They're coming and going by the eaves, and I'll just keep catching on these corners. So far, I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna see if I can't find that green glowing egg without having to come out here in the dark and find it, but pretty cool. Anyways, I'm gonna get this raccoon right here dispatched, and we're gonna keep moving. Okay guys, this is the second day. Today I caught one raccoon in one of the cages. I'm gonna give you my final review on the product real quick. So I've tested it a couple days. What I would say is on this product, if you are using golf balls, this is going to be an upgrade for you. If you're trapping around these barns and stuff where you know there's going to be mice, rats, I definitely would use those, because we all know if you're using cat food or if you're using some sort of bait, the mice like to get into those. And these little Chernobyl eggs is going to help with that. If you got weather, I think that's going to help shield your bait as well. and that's kind of where I'm going at. That's probably the two areas that I plan on using that. If you got kids, these are great for them. I think that eye appeal does kind of help. We saw that with the cage that we put the one egg in, and the other two were baited, and for some reason that one cage that just had the egg in it caught, which is kind of impressive to me. I do like that idea. I might incorporate that into most of all my other cages. If there's a way that I could kind of protect that or house that egg to where the raccoons don't get into it, that'd be kind of a plus. So here's my final review. I won't give it a numbers review. I'm gonna say, is this something that I would recommend to you guys? Yes. Is this something that I would use myself? Yes. Is it a favorable review? Yeah, absolutely. So those are kind of my suggestions. If you're using golf balls, this is an upgrade. That'd be the plus. And if you're using cages, and if there's a way that we could find a way to harness those in the back of those cages, then yeah, it's a win-win situation. Probably won't be using these around my creeks. Probably won't be using these out in the field, although I still can. I just I have that extra hassle of losing them. That's just me though. But if that's something that you guys want to do, these are going to be great for kids. They're green. It's kind of a neat thing, and happy to give you this review for you. If you guys want to purchase the Chernobyl Raccoon eggs, the description is down below. It'll give you a direct link to Alan Morris's Chernobyl Raccoon eggs. You can buy those yourself. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. Otherwise, click the big thumbs up. I'm Jinx. Have a great day.